Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed? Like the weight of the world is pressing down on your chest, stealing your breath and clouding your mind? In those moments, when chaos surrounds you and the noise inside your head won't stop, where do you turn? Imagine a place within yourself, a quiet sanctuary where fear dissolves and hope begins to breathe again. This place exists, waiting to be discovered through something simple yet profound, the Rosary. It's not just a string of beads or a routine prayer. It's a powerful spiritual connection that can awaken your heart when you feel lost, and it can steady your soul when the storms rage around you. Right now, you might feel disconnected, anxious, or exhausted by life's demands. But there is a path to calm, a path that thousands before you have walked with steady faith. And if you allow yourself to take this first step, the peace and strength you long for can begin to fill your life. The heart is a fragile thing, often battered by pain, fear, and doubt. Yet, it is also incredibly resilient, capable of healing and growing stronger than you might believe. The Rosary offers you a sacred invitation to return to your heart's deepest center, a place where true connection happens, not only to a higher power, but to your own inner self. When you hold the beads and begin to pray, something remarkable occurs. Your mind finds rhythm, your breath slows, and your scattered thoughts gather like pieces of a puzzle falling into place. This repetition is more than habit. It is a form of meditation that rewires your brain. Science tells us that focused, repetitive prayer activates areas of the brain responsible for emotional control and stress relief. What does that mean for you? It means that by simply engaging in this spiritual practice, you can begin to reduce anxiety, calm your fears, and restore your emotional balance. Imagine this. In the next few minutes, as you listen and open your heart, you will discover how the Rosary can become a sanctuary where you find comfort and courage. Picture yourself returning to this quiet place whenever life becomes too much, feeling held by something greater than your struggles. This isn't about escaping reality. It's about meeting reality with a renewed spirit, grounded in peace and clarity. As you continue on this journey, you'll learn how this ancient prayer can transform ordinary moments into opportunities for deep spiritual connection and personal strength. You will realize that the power of the Rosary is not distant or abstract, but alive, accessible, and waiting for you now. So stay with this feeling, this hope that peace is possible, even if it feels far away. Because in the next moments, you will be guided to awaken your heart, to reconnect with your true self, and to experience the gentle yet unstoppable power of the Rosary. This is your chance to step into a spiritual pilgrimage that will change not only how you pray, but how you live. And when you do, the journey toward courage, peace, and transformation begins here, right now. When fear grips your soul and uncertainty clouds your vision, courage can feel like a distant dream, something others have, but you do not. Yet courage is not a trait reserved for the chosen few. It is born in moments of quiet strength, nurtured through faith and fortified by rituals that anchor us in hope. The Rosary is one of those powerful rituals. It doesn't promise an easy life or a path free from hardship. Instead, it offers something far greater. The ability to stand firm in the face of life's fiercest storms. With each prayer whispered, each bead counted, you build a fortress inside your spirit, one that fear cannot penetrate. This fortress is constructed not from denial or escape, but from deep, unwavering faith. Faith that you are stronger than your struggles, braver than your doubts, and more resilient than your fears. Every repetition of the Hail Mary is a step forward, a reminder that you are not powerful. Science confirms this. Rituals like the Rosary create mental patterns that reduce anxiety and reinforce resilience. They provide a structure that the mind craves during times of chaos, giving your thoughts a focus and your heart a rhythm. When you embrace this ritual, you begin to rewire your response to fear, transforming it from paralysis into action, from hesitation into strength. The power is subtle yet profound. It seeps into your being, cultivating a courage that doesn't shout, but quietly persists. It is the kind of courage that moves you to face your challenges head on, knowing that you have a steady, unshakable center within. Picture this courage as a flame flickering in your chest, small perhaps, but alive and growing with every prayer. It does not demand that you become fearless. It asks only that you refuse to be defeated by fear. This courage is the quiet voice that tells you to try again, to keep going when giving up feels easier, to trust that light is breaking even in the darkest night. The Rosary is a training ground for this courage, a daily practice that reminds you who you really are beneath the doubts and worries, the resilient soul capable of withstanding storms and emerging stronger. Each prayer strengthens your resolve, rewiring your brain to choose faith over fear, hope over despair. There is profound freedom in this courage. It releases you from the chains of doubt and uncertainty that hold you back from living fully. It opens your heart to possibilities you once thought out of reach. When you feel that flame inside, no obstacle can extinguish your will to rise. This courage is not about reckless bravery, but about steady faith. The kind that whispers, I can endure, I can overcome, I am not alone. It empowers you to take bold steps forward, not because the path is clear or easy, but because you know your strength is deeper than any challenge you face. Allow this courage to take root in your heart. Feel it grow stronger with ever. Bead, every prayer, every moment you commit to this sacred practice. It is the key to unlocking a life of resilience and purpose, the foundation on which transformation stands. This courage will carry you through the darkest nights and into the dawn of your true potential. Embrace it fully. Let it be your guide, your shield, your unwavering light. The Rosary offers you this gift, a courage that rises from faith, unwavering and eternal. When your mind races, your thoughts scattered in a storm of worries, the desire for peace can feel like a whisper lost in the noise. Yet peace is not an unreachable dream reserved for the distant future. It is a power within reach, waiting to be claimed in the quiet moments you create for yourself. The Rosary holds the key to this peace, not a fleeting calm, but a deep, unshakable stillness that anchors your soul amidst the chaos. As you breathe in the rhythm of each prayer, your nervous system begins to slow, your heartbeat steadies, and your mind finds a refuge from the relentless demands of life. This is not just spiritual truth, it is science confirmed. The steady repetition of prayer lowers stress hormones and activates the brain's relaxation response, allowing you to step out of overwhelm and into a sanctuary of calm. The peace the Rosary offers is transformative because it restores your ability to see clearly, to think deeply, and to face life with renewed strength. This peace is not a passive surrender to hardship. It is an active force, a shield that guards your heart and mind from the destructive power of anxiety and despair. When you pray the Rosary, you create a space inside yourself where fear cannot dwell. This space becomes your refuge, a sacred ground where you can regain control, reset your emotions, and find clarity. In this stillness, you rediscover your true self, not defined by the chaos outside, but rooted in a calm, unbreakable center. The more you practice this prayer, the more this peaceful state becomes a part of you. It is no longer something you seek outside yourself, but a refuge you carry within, accessible whenever life feels overwhelming. Imagine what it would mean to live from this place of peace, to move through each day with a calm heart, even when the world is in turmoil, to face challenges without panic, to respond rather than react. This is the profound gift the Rosary gives you, a peace that transforms not just your moments of prayer, but every breath, every decision, every step you take. It softens the edges of fear and frustration, replacing them with grace and patience. It teaches you that peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of a still, confident heart. When peace becomes your foundation, your entire perspective shifts. You begin to notice the quiet miracles, the gentle kindness of a stranger, the warmth of sunlight through the window, the simple beauty of being alive. These moments, once overlooked, become sources of gratitude and joy. This gratitude fuels resilience, creating a cycle where peace leads to strength and strength deepens your peace. The Rosary is the path to this cycle, a sacred rhythm that brings your soul into harmony with the world around you. Let this peace fill your heart now. Let it settle your mind, quiet your fears, and open you to a life of calm confidence. This stillness is your power, your sanctuary, your true home. With every prayer, every bead, every breath, You build this peace inside you, making it unshakable and eternal. It is waiting. Take it, embrace it, live it. When life feels fragmented, like a puzzle missing its most important pieces, the hunger for purpose grows louder inside you. This yearning is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful signal from your soul, an invitation to align your life with meaning that transcends the ordinary. The Rosary offers you a sacred space to answer that call. Each mystery you pray is more than a moment frozen in time. It is a reflection of the human experience. See, joy, sorrow, hope, and triumph, woven into the fabric of your own story. Through this sacred reflection, you begin to see your life with new eyes. Your struggles gain context, your victories gain depth, and your daily actions become steps towards something greater. Purpose, once elusive, becomes a living force that guides your every move. Science reveals that purpose is not just a philosophical ideal, but a psychological necessity. People who live with a clear sense of purpose experience better mental health, greater resilience, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. The Rosary is a practice that helps you cultivate this purpose by inviting you to reflect intentionally, to meditate on truths that speak to the core of your existence. This reflection rewires your brain to focus on what truly matters, filtering out distractions and fears that cloud your vision. It reconnects you to your values and dreams, lighting a fire inside that propels you forward even when the path seems uncertain. Purpose gives you clarity. It transforms confusion into direction, doubt into confidence, and hesitation into decisive action. Imagine waking up each day knowing that your life is part of a bigger story, one filled with meaning, grace, and possibility. This is the power the Rosary unlocks within you. It moves you beyond survival into thriving, beyond simply reacting to circumstances into consciously shaping your destiny. When you pray with intention, you align your heart and mind with values that withstand the test of time. You become a force of purpose, fueled not by external approval or fleeting success, but by an inner conviction that your life matters deeply. This alignment transforms your energy, infusing your actions with authenticity and passion. Purpose also serves as an anchor in times of uncertainty. When challenges arise and the future feels unclear, a strong sense of meaning steadies you. It is the quiet certainty that no matter what happens, your life has direction, and this certainty fosters resilience, empowering you to face obstacles with strength rather than surrender. The Rosary's mysteries remind you that life's challenges are not meaningless struggles, but opportunities for growth, courage, and transformation. Through prayer, you embrace this truth, allowing it to shape your mindset and your path forward. Let the Rosary be your compass, guiding you toward a life filled with purpose and meaning. Let it awaken the deepest parts of your soul that crave connection to something greater than yourself. As you pray, feel your purpose ignite, fueling your passion and grounding your spirit. This is the power waiting within you, a power that transforms every thought, every decision, every step into an expression of your highest self. Purpose is not distant or abstract. It is alive, present, and ready to lead you into the life you were meant to live. Embrace it fully. Let it guide you with unwavering clarity. Carrying pain and resentment is a burden heavier than most realize. It chips away at your peace, steals your joy, and clouds your vision. Holding on to past hurts may feel like protection, but it is, in truth, a prison you build around your own heart. The Rosary offers a path to liberation, a way to break free through the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning what has hurt you or forgetting the wounds you carry. It is about releasing the weight that keeps you chained to the past. When you pray, you invite a deep compassion into your heart, a mercy that softens bitterness and opens the door to healing. This act of forgiveness is one of the most courageous steps you can take because it frees not only those who wronged you, but most importantly, yourself. Psychological studies show that forgiveness improves mental health, lowers stress, and increases emotional resilience. The Rosary helps you move toward this freedom by guiding your heart into a space of compassion and grace. Each bead you hold, each PR, air you utter becomes a gentle reminder that healing begins when you choose to let go. You begin to understand that forgiveness is not a gift for others alone. It is a gift to your own soul. It clears the path for peace, allowing light to enter the darkest places within. When you forgive, you reclaim your power. You refuse to be defined by pain or trapped by anger. Instead, you choose freedom, growth, and renewal. Imagine what it would be like to carry your past wounds lightly, to walk through life without the heavy chains of resentment dragging you down. This is not just a hopeful thought. It is a possibility waiting for you in the quiet moments of prayer. The Rosary becomes a sacred practice where forgiveness is nurtured, where your heart is gently softened and your spirit made whole again. Through this practice, you learn that forgiveness is not a one-time event, but a process, a daily surrender that gradually transforms your inner world. With each prayer, you move closer to a freedom that brings clarity, joy, and renewed purpose. Forgiveness also opens your heart to love in its purest form, unconditional and healing. It allows you to see others and yourself with compassion, acknowledging that everyone is on their own journey, facing battles you may not understand. This compassion dissolves barriers, fostering deeper connection and peace within your relationships and within your own soul. The Rosary invites you to embody this love, making forgiveness a living force that shapes your life. Let this be your moment of release. Allow the power of forgiveness to flow through your prayers and into your heart. Feel the burdens you have carried begin to lift, making space for healing and transformation. This is the path to true freedom, a freedom that transforms your spirit and empowers you to live fully, without fear or regret. Embrace this gift. Let it shape your life, your heart, and your journey ahead. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is your greatest strength, or deepest liberation, and the beginning of a new chapter filled with light. True transformation begins not with external change, but with the quiet revolution inside your heart and mind. It is the willingness to break free from limiting beliefs and patterns that have held you captive. The Rosary acts as a sacred tool in this transformation, inviting you to surrender old fears and embrace a new way of being. Each prayer, each bead becomes a stepping stone on a path toward personal renewal. This transformation is not a sudden event, but a gradual unfolding, a process where your spirit is reshaped by faith, hope, and a deepening connection to something greater than yourself. When you engage in this practice with intention, your mind begins to rewire, creating new neural pathways that support growth, resilience, and joy. Science reveals that the repetitive nature of prayer and meditation can change the brain's structure and function, reinforcing positive habits and emotional regulation. This means that through the Rosary, you are literally reshaping your mental and emotional landscape. The doubts that once held you back lose their grip. The voices of fear and insecurity quiet. In their place rises a confident, steady voice rooted in faith and purpose. This internal shift ripples outward, influencing how you see yourself, how you respond to challenges, and how you engage with the world. Transformation powered by prayer is not just spiritual, it is neurological, psychological, and deeply practical. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of renewal, knowing that with every prayer you are becoming a stronger, wiser, more compassionate version of yourself. This transformation fuels courage, patience, and clarity, enabling you to face life's uncertainties with calm determination. It frees you from the chains of past failures and disappointments, reminding you that every moment holds the possibility of a new beginning. The Rosary becomes your daily practice of transformation, a sacred rhythm that gently but powerfully reshapes your inner world and your outer reality. This transformation also deepens your connection to your true self, the core of who you are, beyond roles, fears, and expectations. Through prayer, you peel away layers of doubt and distraction, revealing a heart that is whole, radiant, and free. This connection is the foundation for authentic living. It empowers you to move forward with integrity, guided not by external pressures, but by an inner compass aligned with your deepest values. The power to change your life lies within you, waiting to be awakened by the steady practice of faith and reflection. Let this transformation begin now. Let the rhythm of the Rosary carry you beyond old limitations and into a new reality where your soul thrives. Each prayer is a declaration that you are committed to growth, healing, and becoming the person you were always meant to be. This is your sacred journey, a pilgrimage of the heart that transforms not only how you pray, but how you live. Embrace the power within you. Step boldly into this transformation with faith, courage, and unwavering hope. Your new life awaits. The greatest power you can awaken is the power to change your life through daily commitment. Transformation is not a distant goal. It is forged in the small, consistent acts you choose every day. The Rosary is more than prayer. It is a discipline, a sacred routine that shapes your spirit and sharpens your focus. When you commit to this practice, you are making a declaration to yourself that your growth, your peace, and your courage matter deeply. This commitment is a powerful psychological anchor. It creates momentum, builds confidence, and rewires your brain to favor resilience over surrender. In the face of doubt, this daily discipline becomes your lifeline, pulling you back to your center, reminding you of your strength and purpose. Neuroscience teaches us that habits shape identity. What you do consists, until he shapes who you become. The Rosary, practiced with intention, becomes a habit of the heart, a daily choice that reinforces faith, hope, and love. Each bead is a moment of presence, a choice to connect with something greater than yourself, to nurture your soul, and to steady your mind. Over time, this habitual connection rewires your brain's pathways, strengthening areas responsible for emotional regulation, focus, and well-being. This is the science behind spiritual discipline. It transforms not only your beliefs, but your very brain, creating a foundation of strength that cannot be shaken by life's storms. Imagine the power of this daily commitment. Each time you pick up the Rosary, you are investing in your future self, the version of you who is calmer, braver, more peaceful, and more connected. This small act accumulates, building an inner fortress of resilience that no crisis can break. The consistency of prayer fuels transformation by reinforcing your commitment to growth, helping you rise above setbacks and keep moving forward with unwavering faith. This momentum creates a ripple effect, influencing how you face challenges, how you treat yourself, and how you live your life. It is the quiet force that propels you from feeling overwhelmed and powerless into feeling empowered and whole. This commitment also deepens your relationship with your own spirituality. It becomes a daily dialogue, a sacred conversation between your heart and the divine. This connection nurtures your soul, providing guidance, strength, and comfort when you need it most. The Rosary, as a daily practice, opens the door to ongoing transformation, allowing grace to flow into every area of your life. The power of this connection is not abstract or distant. It is immediate and practical. It shapes your mindset, strengthens your resilience, and fills you with peace and clarity. Let this commitment be your catalyst for change. Embrace the Rosary as your daily discipline, your sacred practice, your source of strength. With every prayer, every bead, you build a life rooted in faith and resilience. This is your moment to choose transformation. Not someday, but now. Stand firm in this commitment, knowing that each day you pray, you become more fully the person you were meant to be. This power is in your hands, in your heart, in your spirit. Take it, own it, live it. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, have you ever felt the weight of disconnection between your mind and heart, between yourself and the world around you? This feeling can drain your energy, leaving you fragmented and searching for wholeness. The Rosary offers a bridge back to unity, a way to reconnect deeply with yourself and the divine. In this sacred practice, you are invited to enter a spiritual pilgrimage that goes beyond words, beyond thought. It is a journey inward toward harmony, balance, and profound connection. Each prayer unites your breath, your thoughts, and your soul, creating a rhythm that heals the fractures within you. This connection is not merely spiritual, it is a psychological necessity that restores your sense of belonging and peace. Research shows that when you engage in focused, repetitive prayer or meditation, your brain experiences increased coherence, meaning your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations begin to align. This alignment fosters a sense of inner harmony that radiates outward, enhancing your relationships, your clarity, and your overall well-being. The Rosary's steady rhythm acts as a metronome for your mind and heart, guiding you out of chaos and into calm. This calm is not empty or passive. It is vibrant, alive, and deeply transformative. It brings you back to your center, to a place where your true self, whole and unshaken, can emerge. Imagine the power of this connection in your life. When you pray the Rosary, you cultivate an unbreakable link to a source of strength and love that transcends circumstances. This connection becomes you, our anchor in times of doubt, your light in moments of darkness. It draws you into a sacred space where healing happens, where old wounds begin to close, and where your spirit is nourished. The Rosary invites you to embrace this connection fully, to let it transform the way you experience yourself and the world around you. It is the quiet power that fosters peace amidst turmoil, courage in the face of fear, and hope that shines even in the darkest moments. This connection also deepens your sense of purpose and belonging. You realize that you are part of a greater whole, woven into a tapestry of love and grace that stretches beyond what you can see. This awareness empowers you to live with greater compassion for yourself and for others, knowing that we are all connected by this sacred thread. Through the Rosary, your prayers become a channel for this divine connection, reinforcing your place in this vast spiritual family. It nurtures humility and gratitude, reminding you that you are never truly alone. Let this connection be your guide and your sanctuary. Feel it strengthen with every bead, every prayer, every breath you take. It is the spiritual home where your heart finds rest and your soul finds renewal. This connection is your greatest strength, the source from which all courage, peace, and transformation flow. Embrace it now and allow it to lead you into the fullness of life you were created to live. Your spiritual pilgrimage of prayer begins here with a single bead, a single breath, a single step toward unity and wholeness.